Good afternoon and welcome to Interview Showcase. My name is Ferne. Networking is something most of us are familiar with. Today we are going to talk to Matt Whitman about a different type of networking. Matt is a reverse networker. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So let's get right to it. What is reverse networking?
Reverse networking is a concept I came up with about 10 years ago, and the idea is promoting others rather than promoting yourself. And most networking people are talking about themselves and giving out their own business cards and saying how great they are. The concept is to promote your friends, promote your accountant, your lawyer, your real estate agent, your financial advisor, and then maybe those folks will talk about you so that you don't have to talk about yourself so much.
So it's all about positive comebacks, like when you talk about someone in a good light.
Yeah, it's about positive gossip, talking about others and saying good things about them rather than negative things.
I like that, positive gossip. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Reverse gossiping, maybe that's what this should be called.
Reverse gossiping. So you brought in some stuff. Can you explain these?
Explain this. Yeah, this is a pile of business cards. I have lots more. The folks that are watching will appreciate the fact that I've never thrown out a business card. I think it's bad karma or something to throw away other people's business cards. So these are a lot of the cards I've collected over the years. I have a lot more at home. And here's some of my favorites.
So give us just an approximate. How many years do you think this took you to build up?
It depends. Today I was actually at a networking lunch, and this was a pretty average day for me. That's a lunch with maybe 12 or 13 or 14 people. So this might be a month's worth there, or 3 weeks worth.
Oh my goodness, Matt, that is crazy.
The key to this, though, is to do something with the cards, not just to stack them up on a table, but to follow up with these people and to help each and every one of them. What I typically do is I'll follow up with the people that I met today, send them an email, say nice to meet you, and then it'll be up to them if they want to respond or not. Yeah. But I find it important to do something with the cards rather than just sit on them.
And that's good too, because then the people know that you are thinking about them, and that's exactly how this is supposed to go down.
That's right.
So you took a business course at St. Mary's?
SMU. Actually, it wasn't business, though. I was born with the business course because I'm a purebred salesman. My mom and dad and grandparents were all salespeople. I took a geography. I have a geography degree at St. Mary's.
But you did business your entire life?
All my life. Before I ever went to university, I sold the most newspaper subscriptions, raised the most money for the different run-a-thons, etc. And the business comes easy. The important part is the relationships. So most of what I learned before I went to school. My son is 12 years old, and I taught him about the golden rule. So putting other people first and treating people the way that he wants to be treated. So I think that's the most important lesson that he can learn, and he's already learned that. So everything he learns on top of that is great, but as long as he remembers that key rule, he'll be fine.
And that is a key rule for sure.
Yeah.
So when you go out and you're meeting people, do you find that your business background has a little bit to help you with that, and why or how? I
think so. I think it's nice that I have a diverse background. I haven't just had one career. I graduated 18 years ago from St. Mary's. I've probably had 18 careers, and I have lots of my own business cards. Not this many, but lots of my cards are floating around.
Collection yourself?
I do, yeah. And so I think the key is my background is well-rounded, that I can have lots of conversations about lots of things. And rather than spending time talking about my own stuff, I talk about my friends. So I have to understand what my friends do so that I can help them. So they say one of the most important things is to know your elevator pitch so that you can say what you do. Well, I think even more important is to have the people that like you know your elevator pitch so they can speak about you. Yeah. So that's the key. So I comprehend what my friends do for a living so that I can promote them and I can connect them with my network. I think anyone can do what I do for a living. Anyone can list a house or sell insurance or give you a better rate on your mortgage, but not everyone's going to open up their network to you. And I have 5,000 Facebook friends, 1,100 LinkedIn friends, and they are all available to my clients. And so if someone deals with me and they're starting a business in town as a massage therapist, they can do business with my friends.
So in 2009, you started the Professional Reverse Networking Association.
Yeah.
So who does this benefit? Who signs up for this? Like, explain this association.
So this association has an accreditation, the Professional Reverse Networking designation. And so far, there's only one of those designations out there. I'm the only one who has it.
That's fantastic. It's a good way to start, being the only one.
So you found a site on Facebook that no one else has seen. I'm the only person who goes there. It's just where I put some of my best thoughts about networking. And if I respond to someone in an email or whatever, I post it on that site. So It's not promoted. It's not secret anymore. But there it is, and it's just for people that understand that it's not about themselves, it's about others. And unfortunately, it's a very few people that get it. Still, most people would rather give you 10 of their business cards to give to your friends instead of accepting 10 of your business cards. And I think that's the key in business, the key for Halifax, the key for Nova Scotia is it's not about what's in it for me, but it's about what's in it for others. So when we think about something like a new convention center and people automatically think, what's in it for me? Well, it's not about me. It's about what's in it for everybody else. And if more people would think that, we'd be more successful. We'd have more friends. We'd have more business. We'd be healthier.
And I would assume thrive as a small community too. Like we are a big city in Halifax, Nova Scotia, you know what I mean? But when you compare us to the rest of the map, we are somewhat small, so it's nice to have those connections and be able to work with people around you rather than Toronto.
For sure, and that's one of the nice things about doing business here. Your reputation matters. You can't burn bridges. You know, it still matters where you went to school, who's your father, all that sort of stuff. I think that's important. It's also the toughest thing about doing business here if you try to come here from away, and we need to be more open to people that aren't from Halifax because they bring a lot to the table, and if we really want to take off and be more successful and have business going even better, I'm not running for mayor, by the way, but we need to make it easier for people to come here with their ideas, with their investments.
So, out of all these cards, you have to have some good success stories.
Yeah.
Do you want to enlighten us on one? Tell us a
well,
good success story.
I could tell you a success story from this week. I won't mention any names, but one friend who owns a Halifax-based national magazine was looking for a salesperson. And so I put 2 names forward. They met with just those 2 people, and they picked one of them.
Really?
So my friend is now going to be working for that magazine. Another restaurant here in Halifax was looking for a new manager, and I put 2 names forward. The person is actually in Halifax today interviewing those 2 people. He's from Toronto, and he's going to pick one of them. So I would say my success for me isn't about me selling a bunch of my stuff. Success for me is helping my friends. So in every meeting I go to, there's the 2 people that are there, and win-win is kind of the new school. Win-win would be you and I both had a great meeting, we both got something.
Yeah.
I invented something called 4D, or 4-dimensional reverse networking, which is there's 2 groups of people that aren't represented here. There's your friends and there's my friends. So when there's 4 different people at every meeting that can win, the chances of the meeting turning out well are a lot better.
That is a great concept. I like the 4D. I like that. Because it's so true. Who you are is based on who you're around all the time, too. Right. And your friends have a huge part of that.
And who you trust and who likes you. I figure people are going to talk about you. It's up to us if they say positive or negative things about us. Kind of this whole reverse gossip thing. Yep. So I prefer to make it easy for people to say something good about me so that I don't have to. I don't have to promote myself and say that I'm the best at whatever. So
even though you say good things about people, are you still honest? Do you still
tell
people?
To be. Yeah, I think people will see through me if I'm not. I have to be authentic. I have to be passionate about what I say. I can't wing it. I don't go to any meetings anymore that I don't want to be at. I don't have any conversations that I don't want to have. You know, it's like people on Friday, they say TGIF, and they're so excited about Fridays, but then they hate Mondays. It's obvious. You know, you're not fooling anyone. When you think that you're fooling someone that you don't like Mondays, it's obvious. So people need to do things that they love, that they're passionate about. Don't try to fake it. Be authentic.
All right, and if you were to leave us with one piece of advice for networking, what would you leave us with? For reverse networking.
Reverse networking. Stop talking about yourself. Start talking about your friends. Help as many people as possible, and those people will, in turn, help you.
It's all about being happy.
That's it.
Good. Oh, it's a pleasure. It is a pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks.
Very informative. I learned a lot from you, and I hope everyone else did too. Well, that's all the time we have today. Once again, I want to thank Matt Whitman for coming in today and talking to us about the benefits of reverse networking. I'm Ferne, and take care.